Hello, my name is Adrina Regan, and I chose Mexican drug cartels. A brief history of this is that in 1970, President Nixon set up the Controlled Substances Act. The Controlled Substance Act just basically regulates drugs and makes sure people aren't using them. So then on July 1st in 1973, he also set up the DEA, which better enforces the Controlled Substances Act. Pablo Escobar started the Medellin cartel, which brought drugs through Miami, transported by the Caribbean Sea. And then Pablo Escobar had to flee to Panama because he was accused for the murder of Colombia's prime minister. Drug smuggling moves to Mexico in 1985 because the U.S. becomes more strict on drugs being moved through Miami. Police arrest Miguel Angel Felipe Gallardo, so his nephews have to take over his business. Police catch this California cartel in 1996. They kill Ramon Arellano Felix and arrest his brother in 2002. My policy statement is that regarding the increase of Mexican cartels in the United States, the U.S. should just legalize all drugs. Reasons why I believe this is that it would save the United States a lot of money. According to a Harvard study, it would save the United States about $41.3 billion a year. It would also decrease the need for cartels. Cartels are here because drugs are illegal and they like to smuggle drugs into the country for money. But if drugs were legal, then they wouldn't need to do this and they would start losing profit. If drugs were legal, it would also have a health benefits. A lot of people who use drugs like heroin get infected by dirty needles, but if drugs were legal, then needles would be readily supplied for the drug users. It also helps the economy. The number one and number two cash crops in the United States are marijuana and cocaine. So if drugs are legalized, it could easily build the economy a lot more than it already has. The government also spends too much money trying to prevent drugs. $10 billion worth of drugs comes into the United States every year, so there's not really that much of a use of spending so much money trying to prevent it. The arrests will also decrease because a lot of people are arrested because they're selling or using drugs. So if drugs are legal, then this number will decrease. Political, social, and economic factors of this is that socially people would just be affected by the drugs overall because they're using them, and it could affect them in a positive or negative way. Economically, it will help us because it will bring in more money for the country, and politically it will change because they'll have to cancel out laws that were already banning drugs. The branch that would take care of this happening is the legislative branch because they're the branch of government that creates the laws.